Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you assure us that Russia will not be able to move further in Ukraine?
You can always count on Andrea Mitchell to ask the right questions.
May I disagree with the premise of your question?
For the sake of argument, no.
Here's Andrea Mitchell.
Our own Andrea Mitchell.
Andrea Mitchell. For half a century, Mitchell has been providing key insights into what's happening in the world.
The Israeli soldiers are coming now to chase the kids who've been throwing stones. After 20 years of war and chaos,
Mitchell wears many hats at NBC News. She's chief foreign affairs correspondent, chief Washington correspondent, and the host of Andrea Mitchell Reports on MSNBC.
Thank you, Craig Melvin, and right now on Andrea Mitchell Reports.
She brings context to the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
How involved are we going to get overtly or covertly inside Ukraine or supporting training outside Ukraine?
The Syrian refugee crisis.
This is known as point zero. This gate is open. That is Syria.
And the challenges facing the Biden administration.
It's getting closer and closer to the midterms, and there's less and less time to turn this around.
She has covered 8 presidents, starting with Jimmy Carter.
The administration may try to increase gasoline taxes at the pump.
During the Reagan administration, she reported on the historic arms control summit with Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev.
If there were no joint appearance, I can tell you this, the American officials would be terribly disappointed.
Mitchell covered both Bush administrations, including the 9/11 terror attacks, focusing on U.S. intelligence failures.
How could the terrorists operate right under our noses?
She reported on the political careers of the Clintons for more than 2 decades.
The decisive vote was proof that Mr. Clinton could deliver on his promises to other world leaders.
Here we go again.
She covered Hillary Clinton's historic run for president against Donald Trump in 2016.
You were quoting Matt Olson in Israeli television.
I love you, Andrea. You are indefatigable. You're my kind of woman, I'll tell you what.
Never one to back down, she persisted when Sudanese security guards tried to block her from entering a photo opportunity with Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir. Then she took on the president about the genocide in Darfur.
Can you tell us why the violence is continuing, Mr. President?
They grabbed me from behind and dragged me out.
Don't ever touch our journalists again.
She grew up in New Rochelle, New York, then went to the University of Pennsylvania. She started at NBC in 1978 and was the energy correspondent when the 3 Mile Island nuclear reactors started melting down.
The cleanup will cost $1 billion.
Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg officiated when Mitchell married former Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan 25 years ago. She went public with her breast cancer diagnosis in 2011.
Screening matters. Do it. Hi, everybody.
Inside NBC News, her colleagues sing her praises.
Thank you.
She is charming and she is respectful and one of the nicest people you ever meet, but she is going to get that story.
Chief White House correspondent Kristen Welker considers Mitchell a mentor. Welker turned to her for guidance when she prepared to moderate the second presidential debate in 2020.
She was involved in almost every prep session, early in the morning, late into the night, even on weekends, running the traps with me over and over again.
Take a look at the email trails and you will see.
I cover the State Department. That is just factually not correct.
She paved the way for women in television news, and Andrea Mitchell is still chasing the big stories and putting them in perspective.
I love trying to peel back the layers of what we know, what we don't know.